NTA has a habit of committing so many mistakes in the January attempt and then improving in April attempt. Last year also we saw that there were so many questions which were having errors in the January attempt, and this year also there are many questions in physics that we are going to discuss that are having errors. Okay, so let us start. So this question was asked on 22nd January evening shift. Okay, let us see which of the central maxima, okay, which of the following is true for single slit diffraction. So question is, width of central maxima increases with increase in wavelength keeping slit width constant. So if I write the angular separation of the central maxima, okay, so first minima is lambda, the above minima and the lower minima. So total separation, that will be my this separation, you can say the thickness, angular thickness of the central one. Okay, so the first minima is at sin theta is equals to lambda by a, so theta is equals to lambda by a. So this is lambda by a, this is lambda by a, so total is 2 lambda by a. So total angular separation is 2 lambda by a, and if you talk about the width, so multiply that with d. So this is, you can say, width of the central maxima. So now he is talking about width of the central maxima increases with increase in wavelength. So if you increase wavelength, this hole will increase. Yes, first is correct. Then width of central maxima increases with decrease in wavelength. This is incorrect. Width of central maxima increases with decrease in slit width. This A at constant wavelength. This is correct. If you decrease A, this will increase. This is correct. Width of central maxima increases with increase in slit width at constant wavelength. This is incorrect. Brightness of central maxima increases for decrease in wavelength at constant slit width. This is also correct. Okay, so we have A, C and E which are correct, and if you see, there are no such options. Okay, so NT answer was 1, so the correct answer should be, let me write here, correct answer should be which all? A, C and E. A, C and E. Now let us see next question. Here, statement question. Okay, this was asked on 22nd evening. So an object moves from position R1 to position R2 under conservative field force F. The work done by the force W is equal to minus of this. No, doesn't matter what type of the force is, work done is equal to integration of F dot dr. Not a negative sign. Here should be positive sign. So I'll say statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2. Any object moving from one location to another location can follow infinite number of paths. Yes, that is correct. Therefore, the amount of work done by the body changes with the path it follows for conservative forces. No, for conservative forces, the work done is independent of the path followed. So this is also incorrect. So both statement 1 and 2 are false. Statement 1 and statement 2 are false. Okay, that is our fourth option. Okay, fourth option is there. Both statement 1 and 2 are false. So NTA gave answer 3, which is incorrect. So the correct answer should be answer 4. Let us write here. Correct answer is fourth option. Another question, this was asked on 23rd of evening. Now here, block is sliding down in inclined plane, the slope is theta, and let me read again. Block is sliding down on an inclined plane of slope theta. At an instant t is equals to 0, this block is given an upward momentum so that it starts moving up on the inclined surface with velocity u. The distance travelled by the block before its velocity becomes 0 is. So my inclined plane is this, and this is inclined at an angle theta. This. From here, a block is given a velocity, and how much is that velocity? That is u, like this. In how much time it will stop? So there is no friction. Okay, there is no friction. Is that mentioned? No. Okay, so it is smooth. So here my mg is acting downwards. So if you take the component of this force, Okay, so mg is downward, so this will be mg sin theta. This component is mg cos theta. Okay, so its acceleration is in this direction, and how much is that? G sin theta. Okay, so if I ask you how much distance it will cover before stopping, v square minus u square is equals to 2as. V square minus u square is equals to 2as. V becomes 0, u is this, u only, and acceleration is minus g sin theta. So minus of 2g sin theta into the displacement s. Okay, so from here my displacement is coming as u square by 2g sin theta, and the correct answer that was given, or not the correct one, so the answer that was given by NTA was option 4, that is u square by 2g cos theta. No such option. Okay, so the correct answer should be u square by 2g sin theta. So this is another error. Next question. This was asked on 23rd January evening shift. To compare EMF of two cells using potentiometer, the balance lengths are found as 200 and 150 centimeter. The least count of the scale is 1 centimeter. The percentage error in the ratio of the EMFs. So when in you can say potentiometer, if I write the ratio of the two EMFs, E1 by E2, how will I write that? Potential drop per unit length is constant, so lambda L1 divided by lambda L2, like that we write. Lambda is potential drop per unit length. So E1 by E2 is basically equal to L1 by L2. If I want to find the error of this ratio, let us take this ratio as my x. So if I write delta x by x, it will be delta L1 by L1 plus delta L2 by L2. Why plus? Maximum error we are finding. We need in percentage, yeah, we need in percentage multiply with 100 both sides. What is delta L1? Least count is 1 centimeter. So delta L1 will be 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter divided by, what is L1? L1 is 200 and 150. So 200 it is, L2 is 150. This is also 1 centimeter divided by 150. Both are in centimeters, okay? 200 is also in centimeter, 150 is also in centimeter, here also centimeter. Multiply with 100. So this will become 1 by 2 plus, this is 10 by 15, which I can write as 2 by 3. So this will become 0.5 plus 0.67, which is 1.17 percentage. No such options. Okay, so you can say this is 0.6666 like that, therefore I wrote it like this, 0.67. So NT answer was 2, that is incorrect. So if I write the correct answer, that should be a 1.17 percentage. Another question having error 24th of evening. Now let us see what is the error here. When 300 joules of heat given to an ideal gas, Cp is 7R by 2, its temperature raises from 20 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius, keeping its volume constant, the mass of the gases. Now mass of the gas we need to find. How to find? The heat is given, okay, how much heat is given, and the process is volume is constant. Keeping the volume is constant, Cp is this. So for constant volume, how to find how much heat will be given? Q is equals to NCV delta T. Volume is constant, means this is a isochoric process. So what is Q? Q is 300 joules. And what is N? Number of moles we will find from, okay, here. What is Cv? Cp is given 7R by 2, so Cv will be 5R by 2. What is delta T? Delta T is 30. But you can get number of moles from here. Can you find molar mass? Can you find the mass of the gas by using number of moles? Yes, if we know the molar mass. The molar mass is given? No, that is not given. If the molar mass is not given, we cannot find it, isn't it? So from here I can say N is equals to Q divided by Cv delta T, and this N will write as my mass divided by the molar mass. this is Q by CV delta T. But the problem is this is missing. If this is missing, you cannot find this given mass. Okay, so there is no correct answer. I'll say data is missing. Okay, the answer mentioned by NTA was 481. Next question. Here, an atom, this is the atom, is bombarded by shower of fundamental particles, and in 10 seconds, this atom absorbs 10 electrons, 10 protons, 9 neutrons. The percentage growth in the surface area of the nucleon is recorded by. Okay, so how much surface area of the nucleus will increase? How to find? How to find that? We'll find the radius first. Okay, how much will be the radius, how much change in the radius will be there. From there, we'll find how much change in the surface area will be there. Okay, how we relate the radius with the mass number? We know that R is equals to, let me use white color. We know that R is equal to R naught into mass number to the power 1 by 3. Mass number means number of protons, number of neutrons plus number of neutrons. So when I say area, area is, you can say 4 pi r square, which is basically proportional to e to the power 2 by 3, or you can write this as some constant may be c into my a to the power 2 by 3. Like this I can write. Initially it was having mass number as 8. Okay, so area 1 if I write, okay, initial area is equal to c into a was 8 to the power 2 by 3. 8 to the power 2 by 3 will become 4, so 4c. My final area, surface area, if I write, okay, final area if I write, that will become my C into how much will be A. Now how many protons and neutrons increased? 19. Initial was 8. So 8 plus 10 plus 9. So this will become C into, what is this? 18 plus 9, 27 to the power 2 by 3 is 9, isn't it? Yeah, 3 to the power 3 is 27, yes. So this is 9C. Now percentage increase. So percentage increase will become 9C minus 4C divided by 4C. Initial was 4C into 100. How much it is? 5 by 4 into 100. 5 by 4 into 100. This will become 125%. NTA mentioned 225. Percentage growth is 125. Finally, you can say that overall, you can say that is 225. But percentage growth is 125. Okay, I'll say the correct answer is that is 125%. Okay, and there were two questions that are dropped by NTA. So this particular question is dropped. This was asked on 23rd of morning. So we are not discussing that. Anyways, this is dropped. And this was also dropped. Okay, so this was asked on 22nd of morning. So these two questions were dropped. Other were bonuses that we have discussed. Okay, so thank you all. All the best for your April attempt preparation.